Hey guys, Despain here. I just wanted to take a moment to talk to y'all about 6 key principles to guaranteeing success in whatever endeavor you take. The very first principle is acknowledging and committing to change. So you have to realize that you want more out of life. You want to do more. You want to make an impact. This doesn't mean that you're not content with your life. It means you're not satisfied. You want to do more. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting to grow. Okay? Eric Thomas said, "You are where you are because of who you are. And if you're going to get somewhere else, you're going to have to change something." Okay? Commit to making that change. The next principle is knowing what it is you want to do, and more importantly, who it is you want to be doing it. What is your purpose? What is it that you're passionate about? Okay? What's your life's work? That's what you need to be doing, because if you're not focusing on those, you're going to be wasting your time. You're not going to have the joy that you're looking for. You're not going to get that sense of fulfillment that you're looking for. You have to do what you're passionate about. I believe we all have a purpose here, and it's our responsibility to fulfill that purpose. Okay? So focus on that. If you don't know what your purpose is, that's fine. We work on it. We focus on it, and it will come to you, I promise. And a great way to figure out what that purpose is to figure out who you want to be, the type of person you want to be, the type of impact you want to leave on people. Unfortunately, I've seen this with a few businessmen. They set the goal that, hey, I'm going to be a multimillionaire, and so their whole focus is money, 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 and they make it, and they get there. But then they've lost who they are, and they're miserable. So they throw a lot of money at charities, thinking that's going to make them feel good. And it makes them feel good for a whopping 5-10 minutes, and then they're back to, man, I don't like who I am. Right? And it's because they didn't take the time to focus on who it is that they wanted to be. Right? The type of impact they wanted to make on people's life on a day in and day out basis. So focus on what it is you want to do and who you want to be doing it. Then the next principle is confirming it. So once you decide, this is what I want to do, this is who I want to be doing, confirm it. There's a number of ways to do this. I found for me personally, the one that works the best and that's the easiest is I just ask myself, okay, if Bill Gates just gave me $1 billion out of the kindness of his heart, right? Just gave me $1 billion. So I never had to work another day in my life. Is this what I would be doing? If the answer is no, then you're not on the right path. What you decide to do, what you decide your purpose is, you should do that regardless of the money. If you truly want to be happy, if you truly want to feel fulfilled out of life, it cannot be about the money. Okay? The next principle is focusing on the why. Why do you want to do this? See, your why is your fuel. Your why is gonna be what keeps pushing you when you feel like you don't have anything left, when you don't want to get out of bed for that meeting. Your why is what's gonna get you going. See, it doesn't matter what your goal is. Whatever journey you're on, there's always peaks and valleys, right? And when you're sitting at the bottom of the valley and you're looking up at that mountain, it can be extremely daunting. Your why is going to be the thing that pushes you and gets you going and gets you to the top of that mountain. Now, unfortunately, most of us don't love ourselves the way that we should. And if you're one of those people, I encourage you to start working on that, because you have a ton of potential, and there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't love yourself. You deserve that. Okay, but most people don't love themselves the way that they should. So your why has got to be bigger than you, because if you are only doing this because of you won't get there. The battle, it's too hard. Make your why bigger than you. When it's bigger than you and you're doing it for somebody else, I promise it's so much more powerful. You will have success. You'll get up that mountain. The next principle is to visualize it until you believe it. You will not accomplish any of your goals if you don't believe that it's possible. You have to believe it's possible for you to get anywhere. Okay? So the best way I found to visualize it and get that sense of belief is to picture it. Okay, and you just keep running through this scenario over and over and over again, and the more you picture it, the clearer that image will become. And we want it to get to the point where it's so clear that it's just as clear as a memory, right? You can pick out colors, you can say who is involved in the scenarios, okay? But you have to keep visualizing it until you believe it if you're going to accomplish it. And then the last principle is the commitment to never quit. And this is probably the hardest out of all, believe it or not. Okay, and it's because it's deceptive. I'll use weight loss as an example. I see this unfortunately sometimes with clients, and we just got to give them a little nudge. But you know, they'll want to lose 50 pounds, and they'll drop 30, and then they'll plateau, and then they start telling themselves, well, maybe I'm only capable of losing 30. And before they know it, they're maintaining that 30-pound weight loss, which is fantastic. Problem is, the goal was 50, and they were absolutely capable of doing it, but they just thought that they'd reached their end, right? You have to commit. I will not quit. I will not give up until I get what I'm trying to do, right? Because if you're in, and you have to have that commitment, right? And I know that kind of sounds selfish, but you have to do it because those people are relying on you to do it. The world will, I promise, if you focus on your purpose and you're doing your purpose, doing what you were called to do, right? The world will be a better place by you fulfilling that purpose. So please commit to never quit. Anyway, guys, those are the 6 key principles to guarantee success. I hope that you found them useful. Feel free to contact me at phillipdespain@gmail.com. You can also check out my website, www.thepersonalbestclub.com. Thanks for watching.